Welcome back to the channel. I have 15 different assignment sales right here sitting on my desk that I would like to talk to you about. So a couple of things: pricing, how you feel about it, how you feel about pre-con, and how you feel about buying up an assignment sale in 2024. Having said that, I did not choose Toronto downtown core for a reason. I chose Oakville, Pickering, I have Vaughan, I have Keswick. I have everything outside Toronto downtown core. And there's a reason for it, because I have a lot of inquiries asking me about assignment sales, how they work, and how the pricing is currently, right? Because people are confused. A lot of buyers, they do want to offload these. And obviously they're asking the question, so what does it look like, and all of that stuff. So what I would like to reveal with 15 of these different assignment sales is for how much they bought it for how much are they're trying to sell it, and how much deposit they gave in this particular project. So let's get right into the video. So number one on the list, we have Mississauga. So Mississauga, Avia 1. This particular condo is 1 bedroom, 1 washroom, 538 square feet, as you can see right here, and with 148 square foot of balcony space. So altogether, the asking price is $515,000. So they bought it for $483,400. Deposit has been paid already in a sum of $82,000 plus, and remaining of, I believe, 8%. So what this tells me actually is that this particular buyer just wants to offload this, right? They just want to offload it. They don't want to take possession in this particular time, and they want you to buy this beautiful condo. So Avia number 2, which is Avia number 1, phase 1, which is in Square One Drive here in Mississauga. This particular condo is listed for $560,000. And the bones are like 1 bedroom plus den and a bath, parking and locker included. So Q3, which possession date is or the time is right now. So the remaining deposit will be 8%, and they already submitted $88,000 in this particular condo. So what do you think so far? Would you actually get involved in this project of Avia? Number one question. And would you actually purchase a pre-assignment? So comment below, please. Number two, that everyone has been talking about for years, it is Bright Water. It is a beautiful project located right here in Port Credit. It's on Lakeshore waterfront. It's a humongous project with different townhomes, different towers, different commercial spaces, units, and whatnot. So, but let's get right into it. So the address is 70 Mississauga Road South. So this particular condo is a 2 bedroom plus den, 2 washroom, which is 985 square feet and 284 square foot balcony. So this is a fair size balcony. It's pretty big, but it's a corner unit, and it comes with 2 balconies. So I'm assuming at this point, this 284 square foot of balcony is divided into 2. As you can see down here, like if we are looking at the blueprint of this particular condo, it kind of looks nice. It kind of has the bones of being like a nice, decent unit. But the original price was $1,190,000, and they're willing to sell it for $1,180,000. So the deposit has been paid in full, and there's nothing remaining from this particular buyer, but they still would like to assign it to someone else for this particular price. Now, having said that, it is in occupancy. So, which means they took the possession, and so in its occupancy mode. So this particular buyer is probably paying rent until this unit gets transferred to their name. So would you buy in this particular project in Mississauga? So Let's go to Oakville. So we have Nuvo, so Nuvo 1 and Nuvo 2. So Nuvo 1 is $590,000 for a 1-bedroom plus den with 2 washrooms. So it's 574 square feet plus balcony, 2 parking spaces and a locker. So this is interesting that you have, like, in 1-bedroom plus den 2 parking spaces. So if we look at the original price, it was purchased for $555,000 and dollars. The deposit has been already delivered at $77,000, but still remaining the 5%. So the closing is Q4 2024. So the question here is, why are they selling it? I mean, like, at this point, at $590,000, they paid $555,000. So if I would say, if you calculate the commissions and if you calculate everything else that it's involved when it comes to selling a property, I guess they're trying to break even at this point. But let's go to the other unit, which is in Nuvo 2. It's a 1-bedroom plus den, 2 washroom, 595 square feet, which is a touch larger than the first unit, obviously on assignment sale. So this one will be, the occupancy will be in April 2025. But as we can see here, that the original purchase price was at $594,900. Deposit paid $89,000, and remaining deposit was 5%. So the difference between these two is interesting, because I don't know. Like in the first one, it's $555, the purchase price. In the second one, a touch bigger, $594. But obviously the difference in the asking price is also there if we're looking at the assignment sales. So would you buy condo here? Now let's go into Vaughan. So the Boulevard, most of you living in that particular area and in the city, you have heard about this project. Now, Beverly Glen Boulevard East in Vaughan, $720,000, 2-bed, 1 washroom, 654 square feet, and 41 square foot balcony space, which is kind of usual. 40 to 60 square feet will get you the smaller balcony. So the occupancy here says directly August 13th, which was yesterday. And the original price was purchased at $674,700 plus the upgrades. So upgrades, I would say, could be $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. But like if we could round it off to maybe $700,000. So at this point, even if they sell it at $720,000. We can comfortably say, I mean, this is the asking price, but we can comfortably say that they would probably break even. So now if we go to the other unit, which is a 2-bedroom, 2 washroom, 802 square feet, significantly larger, 37 square foot of balcony, 1 parking, 1 locker, and the occupancy registration was will be September the 12th. Which is scheduled this year. So the original price that they purchased this unit for was exactly $787,700. So they're actually selling it for the price that they bought it for, plus the upgrades that they have purchased in this unit. They're willing to, I guess, give it up. And not have any profits on these, but they did deposit $119,000 and 5% remaining. So if you're asking, like, who pays for that difference of 5%, so the new buyer will pay the difference, right? Like the new buyer would pay the difference of 5% in order to close, or if you somehow negotiate that the old buyer or the original buyer pays this 5%, but I mean, everything is, I guess, negotiable. So this one is also in Vaughan. This one is Abeja T3, Tower 3, Rutherford Road in Vaughan. $600,000 even is the asking price for one bedroom plus den and one washroom with 550 square feet and a 45 square foot balcony, which is kind of the average one, parking spot, and a locker. So now the purchase price, the original purchase price at the time was $554,999, so we can say $555,000. They did deposit $111,000 in this particular deal. Nothing outstanding when it comes to deposits, but they still want to sell it and get rid of it. It has a good actual height. It's on 28th floor, which always makes sense. Looking at this particular floor plan, it looks kind of interesting because you do get a lot for this 550 square feet in terms of the floor plan. It kind of looks interesting, but maybe that's for another video. So let's move to Markham. So Markham is always interesting, and it does get expensive, like for most of you that have been trading in Markham and stuff like that. Like it's Markham swings very quickly, high, low, high, crazy market. But it's interesting to see that we have one assignment sale for $695,000, and it's a one bedroom, one den, one washroom, 610 square foot of interior space plus 70 square foot of balcony, occupancy October 2025, so which is next year, basically 1 year from now. So why do they want to get rid of it is the question, but I guess they bought it at $655,000, $800. They already gave nearly $100,000 deposit to the developer and the builder, and they're still remaining off the 5%. So the 5% is probably on occupancy. As I mentioned before, this could be, I'm assuming, negotiated or at least tried to be negotiated. But the interesting part here is, why do they want to get rid of it? I mean, like, they bought it for $655. They're hoping to do something, but even at this price, how much money would they actually cash, or they just want to call it even and get out of the deal? Again, one in Joy Station on 9781 Markham Road. In Markham, $735,000, 2 bed, 2 washroom, 673 square feet with a 70 square foot balcony, which is a decent size for a balcony. Again, occupancy is October 2024, which is in from today. Parking lot is included. Deposit paid is $104,000 and change already, but the original price was $694,800. That was the original purchase price. So the question here is, at $735, I'm assuming at this point it's just like the realtors' commissions or maybe some transfers that they have to pay, but there's really no profit, if I can say it like that. Anyways, what do you think so far? We're halfway through. Some of these units, as you saw, they're not in a Toronto downtown core for a reason, because I wanted to kind of zoom out a little bit and show you what is going on outside the actual Toronto core. But as you see, most of these pricing, except maybe one or two, they were, the price, the purchase price, plus maybe the realtor's fees and additional fees to the developer and the builder for breaking that particular contract and assigning it to someone else. But I don't see really any profits, right? And some of these projects, they are ongoing for, a year, 2, 3 years and whatnot. So I really don't see it. But let's go to Waterdown. So Trend Living, it's on Dundas Street in Waterdown. So there's two. So this one is interesting, is $485,000 for a 1 bedroom and 1 washroom, 585 square foot, 1 parking and 1 locker is included. occupancy August 2024. So the occupancy is this month, and it could be yours. So the original price was at 539,900. So this is interesting. So they bought this for $540,000, and they would like to sell it for 485, and the deposit paid was obviously, in full, except remaining the 5% on the occupancy. But you can see, like they have $81,000 of their own money as a deposit in there, and they're still willing to sell it for 485. So with this price, they will be underwater as we're looking at it. $55,000 minus all the realtor fees, developer fees, biller, like all the fees, lawyer fees, this and that, who knows. So could be, $50, $60, $70,000 underwater for this particular unit. But looking at the unit, I mean, fair enough. I mean, it's 585 square feet. Usually the norm, for a 1-bedroom, 1-washroom, a unit like this in downtown core would be somewhere around 500 square feet, 520. So moving to Waterdown will get you that, 10% more. So Trend Living, this is the second unit. It's listed at $575,000, and it's 1-bedroom, 1-den, 1-washroom, 663 square feet. So it's roughly, 80 square foot bigger, but also the price tag is nearly $100,000 more. Occupancy is in October this year, which is coming right up. So parking and locker is included. It's stationed on the second floor. These are not high-rise buildings. These are very low, boutique stylish, 7, 8 floors and whatnot. They did sink $75,000 of their own money in deposits, 5% remaining, and they paid original price $510,000 plus the upgrades. So listing it at 575, I'm sure they would either have a little bit of profit or they would break even at this point. So let's move to Keswick. So Keswick, if you don't know, is like if you pass, Markham and you go all the way to the lake, right? Like that's on Simcoe, I believe. It's on Simcoe. So Keswick, I've been there before. So this is interesting and a little bit different. It's a detached home in Georgia Heights. So this is in Keswick, 2-story detached home, 4-bedroom, 3-washroom, 36 lot, 2,331 square foot. So obviously garage is included. Occupancy was September 5th. So, or will be September 5th. So now we're in August, so next month. So the original price, what they paid for this was $1,339,000. So that is interesting. So this is nearly $100,000 off the original price that they purchased it for. They already gave a deposit of $150,000, and remaining deposit has been paid already. So nothing outstanding. But just looking at everything is I don't know. Is this concerning? I mean, like, look, Keswick is outside Toronto. So we would say definitely an hour and a half from downtown core. Depending on the traffic, could be even 2.5 hours, right? But looking at everything, I mean, nothing wrong with the house, spectacular home. But the price has come down significantly. So in this example, nearly $100,000. So if we take into consideration everything else, such as, this particular buyer, like I said, paying all the fees, realtor fees, paying this, paying that. So they've been in a hole for more than $100,000. Now, so the last that I have here, it's Pickering and Oshawa. So this is interesting. Like we have like this is this is a townhouse in Park District in Pickering for $980,000, 3-story, 2 beds, 3 washrooms, 1,383 square feet. So like it's due right now. So Q4 2024 could be yours, but the original price that they purchased it for, what, $875,900. They already sunk over $131,000 of their deposit and 5% remaining on occupancy. But if I'm looking at this, you know, like this is already $100,000 in Pickering. So $100,000 off in Keswick, $100,000 off in Pickering, and we had where was that? $100,000 off in Waterdown. No, Waterdown was like 60 for a 1-bedroom and stuff like that. So you can see significant drops when it comes to pre-construction projects and all of that stuff. But it is interesting, and I will would like to touch on that once I finish with Oshawa here, because on King Street East, Madria 1 was 2-bedroom, 2 washroom, 637 square feet, 56 balcony, 1 bedroom, 1 locker included. Occupancy in September, just coming up. They gave a deposit of $75,000, 5% remaining, but the original price was at $500,000 at the time. They would like to get rid of it for $535,000. So looking at everything, it is definitely concerning. Just looking at these numbers, looking at all that stuff. But the interesting statement that I would like to say, and I had clients ask me this question before: if I want to get rid of my unit, how do I do it before the occupancy? So it's called an assignment sale. But then the second question goes like, okay, so what if I want to get, if I don't want to pay my deposit? And if you can see in 100% of these cases, you have to kind of go with the deposit structure. The builders and the developers are there to kind of assist you and help you, and there could be some delays when it comes to depositing your money, but they will go after you if you don't. Do you understand what I mean? So there's no way out of it, right? Unless you cut an agreement and you say, okay, so if the builder or developer is willing to let you assign, like has to be in your clause. Not every developer allows that, but if they do, maybe you're lucky because you can try to assign it to someone else. But if you want to get rid of the deal and you say, listen, I don't care, I just want out, there are the possibility that the builder will say, okay, so we'll take the unit and we'll take your deposit. So those are basically the options. As you can see, I had 15 of these on my desk that came in yesterday. I wanted to make the video today, so it's kind of fresh. If there's any of these units that you actually like or you have more questions about, please let me know. But other than that, please like, share, and comment, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.